my garden's flooded. So I bought myself a Verty Nova 400M puddle pump together with a 50-metre lay flat hose, a 90-degree hose connector, a clip, and I'm going to tell you why I bought it, and we're going to see how well it works. This is also what's known as a clear water puddle pump. It's not for dirty water. It won't take sort of chunks of material through it. Those wouldn't work for me because I wanted to pump right down to the bottom of the puddle. If you buy a dirty water pump, then it has some kind of protection around it, which means it can't get all the way down to the bottom of the puddle. So even though this will take small particles, sort of 3 to 5 millimetre, I'm expecting that generally the water's going to be quite clean. It's really easy to set up as well. You simply attach the hose here with the clip, quite tight. On the side there is a little button which is manual and automatic. So automatic will stop when the float stops bobbing inside. Manual, it will just keep pumping all the way down to 3 millimetres, but obviously you've got to keep an eye on it. And literally there's no on off switch, you just plug it in and away it goes. First, let's have a quick look at the area we need to pump. So there's quite a lot of water here. We've got to pump this entire area out into a river. When I first started looking for pumps, I was quite overwhelmed by the choice. I wish I'd have known that I needed a puddle pump, which is basically something that you can submerse and it will pump right down to, this one will pump down to 3 millimetres. There's also a Verty Nova 200, but the supplier told me that it wouldn't pump the 50-metre distance that I needed to pump it. And there's also a more expensive pump called the Evak Residox, which was about £120 more expensive, so I didn't want to invest that much money. I got all my kit for around about £220. So let's set it up and see how it goes. Okay, I've set it up and I've plugged it in. I've just sat it on a paving slab and just held it in place with a few cobblestones because it is very light, and as soon as I turned it on, it fell over first time, so I'm just propped it up. This 90-degree connector is quite useful as well. They advised me to get that because it would take the pressure off the hose and help it pump faster. So I'm going to check out the other end and see how fast the water's flowing out. Okay, here's the other end, and it looks to be flowing great, which is good news. So let's come back to it in about an hour and see how much water we've moved. Okay, so here we go. I came back after about an hour, but there wasn't really any change. It's not a super fast flow pump, so it couldn't fix a flood if a flood was actually occurring at the time. It's more of a sort of slow, steady drain, but it's done this job. There's a lot of water, and it's took about 6 hours yesterday, and it's been on for about 2 hours this morning. So it's done a great job. Well done, Verty Nova 400M. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, and we'll hopefully see you soon.